Welcome to Smart Connected Buildings. We're a global community of property and technology professionals all coming together to effect transformative change, to create value and solve the social, environmental, and also the commercial challenges impacting global real estate today. The number one priority for the industry as a whole for 2022 has to be focused around solving the biggest issue affecting both the planet and the industry. And that's the fact that 41% of global carbon emissions is still today created by the real estate industry and the built environment. It's only by working in partnership and co-creating across the ecosystem of both the technology and the real estate industry that we can solve this challenge. Not only consuming 41% of global energy usage, but the real estate industry also emits 30% of the total greenhouse gas emissions. Today's buildings will become tomorrow's problems unless we do something about it today. We're currently only on track for a 0.5% cut in global emissions from 2010 levels by 2030, when actually a 45% drop is needed to avoid climate catastrophe. The community was specifically set up 4 years ago to drive the agenda for a smarter and more sustainable built environment. We're closely aligning ourselves to the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, and the community is a free resource and open for anyone to join, but specifically for those with an interest in leading the conversation and driving forward the digital transformation of global real estate. If you want to connect with the change makers, the game changers, the innovators, the disruptors, and join thousands of professionals just like yourself from a broad range of industries, all coming together to change the status quo, the community would love to welcome you. Please do join the conversation, but most importantly, please do make a difference. If you join the weekly online workshops, the real-time forums, and the group channels, as well as attending regular live or virtual events, we can collectively provide positive change across the built environment. But most importantly, the community was set up as a community and a platform to provide educational content to both the technology and the real estate industries at large, and to allow individuals and professionals to stay up to date with the ever-increasing and the rapid pace of change that both the technology and software landscape presents. The community is specifically made up of a wide variety of different professionals and domain experts. The primary stakeholders that we're looking to serve and provide value to are in the form of building owners and asset owners and the investors, the building managers and the facilities management industry as a whole, and of course the building users, the guests, the visitors, the staff, the employees that occupy and use the built environment. And it's only by working together as a holistic ecosystem that we can create and drive shared value for all. By working with community experts and domain experts that intersect all of these ever converging subsectors of both the technology and the real estate industry, can we drive positive change. We're on a mission to define, create, and build a smart building blueprint, and through using software and data-driven insights, drive transformative positive change for all across the built environment, with the number one focus all around reducing energy consumption. Technology as an industry has always been seen as transformational, and technology creates value in many different ways and has proven so across a multitude of different industries. If we look at the old mainframe back in 1976, the year that I was born 45 years ago, it's also the same year that a young fledgling startup company called Apple was also born. And in the last 45 years, it's clear to see how transformational technology has become to both our lives, but also how we work, live and play. The challenge as I see it, the built environment at large has been very slow to react to the true transformational positive effects that digitization, software and technology can deliver. The real estate as an industry is a very traditional industry, as we all know, and it's very slow to change. The biggest challenge as I've seen it throughout the 25 years of my career is that The real estate industry moves at glacial speed, which has always presented the biggest challenge when adopting technology. However, I think we're sitting at the edge of a big transformative shift now. You've got the Tasmanian devil, the tech startups, the software SaaS companies that are now coming in to disrupt many traditional building business models and disrupting many traditional real estate business models. And convergent disruption has been a trend that I've seen throughout the last 25 years. And we're now at the forefront of riding a data tsunami wave, which is basically driven by both the smartphone, the mobile workforce, and cloud computing. There are still, however, many challenges that need to be addressed across the industry. There are new skills required, and many of these skills, and there's many outdated skills and qualifications within the industry. There's many new ways of working. People are struggling to keep up with the pace of change and actually understand what disruptive convergence means. And no longer can people resist this change. They've got to embrace the fact that technology is going to be a transformative and positive force for the future of real estate. The biggest challenge is there is no blueprint. There is no instruction manual. There are no guidelines to follow. And it's by working as an ecosystem and a global community that we can drive positive change across both the built environment and the technology ecosystem that's now existing in and around the real estate industry. As well as being threats to the individuals, the companies, and the real estate industry at large, there are also many positives, and it's the positives and the opportunities that I want to really focus on. So I think many people within the traditional real estate industry are slightly nervous around the digital transformation of the industry, insofar they've got to digitally transform themselves. The companies they work for has to digitally transform, and the industry as a whole has to digitally transform, which means they're going to be new entrants, and unfortunately they're going to be winners and losers. And it's only by learning new skills, meeting new people, meeting the I generation, the 25-year-olds, the 30-year-olds that are now going to make a positive and transformative impact on traditional real estate business models, that we can drive a positive change within the global real estate industry. So throughout my my career, I think this phrase by Mother Teresa is one that's always rung true. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. And this is the challenges I've always seen within the built environment. Being able to articulate and demonstrate the transformative value that technology, software, automation, digitization, and digital transformation has for the built environment. However, as we stand today, the value creation and the economic models that can be enhanced through digitization are clear to see. So, just to finish, as a wise man once said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. And the way that I interpret this is that the built environment has done what the built environment has always done. And if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. The fact is, the built environment and real estate has to change. And that change is going to be driven through digital transformation. It's only when every part of the ecosystem at large comes together that shared value will be created for all. So please do come and join the conversation, and most importantly, lean in, join the community. And if anyone at any point wants to reach out to me directly, I'm always happy to spend 15 minutes to help people get unstuck or point them in the right direction to help solve whatever challenges they may be facing as an individual or the company they're working for may be facing. And it's only through collaboration and co-creation that we can get the built environment future ready.